Just a very quick video to finish the day here for me. The question is like this: a 1 mark question exam. They're very common almost every year, and pretty much everybody gets them wrong. So let's have a quick look at it. Which of these substances is insoluble in water? Okay, we've got all these salts down here, and some salts are soluble and some salts are insoluble. Unless you've learnt your solubility rules, you are just stuck guessing, and that's why most people get them wrong. Okay, so back in year 10, I would have, or your teacher will have given you probably these solubility rules. I do it in this table. We have dissolves in water, soluble this side, and doesn't dissolve in water, insoluble this side. So from this side of the table, they don't dissolve, they're insoluble. If this side of the table, they do dissolve in water. Okay, and the question wants to know which is the insoluble one. So let's go down them one at a time. Ammonium carbonate. So each of these rows is a carbonate, a sulfate, a hydroxide, or whatever. You just have to find the correct row. So, so this first row was about sodium, potassium, ammonium salts. Well, this is an ammonium salt. Ammonium salts are soluble, so straight away that's saying that's not right. But we can find the carbonate row as well because that helps us. So that's the nitrate row, that's the chloride row, that's the sulfate row. Here's the carbonate row here. Common carbonates are insoluble. Well, hang on a second, common carbonate, that could be right then. Except those of sodium, potassium, ammonium, ammonium carbonate. Ammonium carbonate is definitely soluble, so it is not that is not the right answer. Next one, copper nitrate. Copper nitrate. We have to find the nitrate row here. So here's our nitrate row. All nitrates are soluble. So nitrates are all soluble. That cannot be right. Do you see how you just have to learn these? Okay, because you do not get this in the exam. You do not get this in the exam. You have to learn it. Lead sulfate. So I have to find the sulfates row now. Well, that's the nitrates, the chlorides, the sulfates. Common sulfates are soluble. So it's sounding like this one might not be right. But let's go to the other side just to check. Except, because there's always exceptions in chemistry, except those of lead, barium and calcium. Well, lead sulfate is insoluble. Lead sulfate insoluble. I think that is the right answer. Let's quickly check the last one. Potassium hydroxide. Okay, potassium hydroxide, soluble. Okay, so that is the answer. Moral of the story, learn your solubility rules.